So, last time, did a bunch of weird voices, didn't know how I was going to do Rockhawk, and then apparently did judging from the comments, apparently did a pretty decent, Macho Man impression for him. Wasn't aware that I could do that voice. But, then I basically panicked and like, well shit, I don't have a credit sequence planned. Also, hold on, what is this? What was that animation? Can I get that again? That was really weird looking. It's not gonna do it. But yeah, so it'll happen again this month, I'm sure. I'll get up until the 25th, and I'll be like, hey, I've got plenty of time left. And then I'll get to the last day of the month, and then suddenly be like, oh shit, gotta throw something together, and I'll just, like, duct tape some aluminum foil to some twine, and it'll be the credit sequence. It'll be awesome. So, anyway, Glitz Pit is a place. Have to go find Grubba and get all the legalities out of the way, and then we can get started. Let's see, who do I want to have the voice here? I'm actually going to try Flurry and try to make it not suck. I've just gotta remember how Lumpy Space Princess actually sounds and not just do whatever the hell it is I've been doing lately.
Who in tarnation are you, son? And who let you in? This is Grubba's office. Yep, that's me, Grubba. And you're one rude dude coming in without knocking. What now? An athlete, huh? You wanna be a fighter? Hooey, that do change it to a thing, son. I've always got time for an up-and-comer. Yep, this place is packed to the gills with young fighters, all primed and a-raring to go. I gotta say, son, you're a bit skinny for my taste, but I'm willing to give you a shot. Now, play me straight, son. You want to live the glamorous life of a champ, don't ya?
No.
Alright, son. I hear where you're coming from, son, loud and clear.
Let me just slowly shuffle over here.
When I was just a poor pup, I didn't give a pokey spitoot for fancy big city ways. I jumped into the world of martial arts and fought my way to make fame and riches. And know what I realized? Being rich and famous is diggity dang dynamite! Now, I can mix it up in the ring no more, but I earned enough to set me for life. You reading me here, son? Dreams do come true, even if they ain't yours exactly. Yep, that's the key, son. Dream big, and you'll get big! That's the winner's way. And when you make it big, you look back on all those small dreamers and laugh! You reading me here, son? That's the spirit, Chief. Here, let us have a little walk and talk. Come on now.
And Flurry had nothing to contribute. Good. So we'll just continue with this, I suppose. Just trying to leave in gaps for the dialogue and not knowing what the pre-recorded lines are or how fast they're being said, so hoping that I'm not messing it up.
So how do you like this, Pod? Just feast your eyes. Go on. This is the Champions Room. Isn't it a sight? Deluxe. You become champ, son, and you get the key to this room. That ain't all, of course. That's on top of the big money and screaming fans. Yeah, no doubt about it, son. Apply yourself and a life of wealth and comfort awaits. Now, here we have the Major League locker room. A lot of contenders here. What you think, son? Not exactly glamorous, but it's clean and comfortable. Totally sanitary, too. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I care about my fighters, darn it. Now, I'm sure you know this already, son, but there ain't but one world champion. Clawing your way to the top and taking the belt to become champ isn't an easy thing. But that's the point, son. Wouldn't be worth it if there weren't no challenge. I can see you got the fire for it too, Pard. You've got the eye of the tiger there. You're gonna be a champ. I can feel it! I've never been so sure about a fighter. Oh, hey, one other thing. You gotta sign an itty-bitty contract to be a fighter. It ain't no thing. Just take a second or two of your time. Just jot your name here, okay?
As always, I want to see what actually happens if you say no, so let's go and find out. Okay, I changed my mind. Now let's actually see if there's anything in here. Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. I knew there had to be something in here. Totally not an air duct above the cabinet or anything like that. Let me just see if I can rifle through your drawers here. Okay, no. Fine, let's just, oops, I blew it away. Okay, seriously, let's just get on with it. Now, see, if this was a DS game, they'd make you actually sign it, and then it would have, like, really shitty recognition software, and if you didn't write Mario correctly, then it would make you do it again. And, it would be the part of the game that if Justin was playing it, then he would basically get stuck, because no matter how hard he tried, it would somehow not come out right, and he'd force it, and he'd, like, start crying and then give it to me, and it would be excellent.
Best thing ever done, son. Now, you're Mario. Ain't a bad handle. But I gotta say, Pard, it lacks a little punch as a fighter's name. Let me see. Bam! Hooey! I got it. From now on, you're going to be the Great Gonzalez! Whoo! Isn't that a beaut? Dang, if that ain't a stroke of genius! A name that good comes round once a lifetime. Yep, everyone will soon bow before the Great Gonzalez. Make me proud, son! Well, now that we got that business out of the way. Jolene! Could you come here in a minute, darling?
And this is the point when I realize I'm not going to be saying a whole lot in this video.
Yes, sir. You wish to see me?
Sure did, hun. Jolene, this is the Great Gonzalez, our newest rising star. Be a peach and take him on down to the minor league locker room, alrighty?
Right away, sir. Mr. Gonzalez, if you'd be so kind, please follow me.
So basically, she has to adjust her glasses every 3 seconds, and she has a banana glued to her forehead.
As you know, you're a contracted fighter now, so you must abide by some rules. First and foremost, what Mr. Grubba says goes, period. You must do what he says. Also, as per your contract, you cannot quit until Mr. Grubba releases you. There are many other small guidelines that I will explain as they become relevant.
And welcome to the dump. I care about the fighters, but only if they're good enough.
Well, here we are. This is your locker room. You're starting in the minor league, of course, as you just now started your career. If you don't like this dingy room, I suggest you work your way up through the ranks. When you're ready to fight, you just log on to this computer terminal here. Mr. Grubba will then decide who you'll match up against. You'll have no say in this. Why don't you try it once? Walk up to the screen and log on with A. Then pick reserve a match.
Well, I could do that, or I could ignore what I'm supposed to do and see if there's anything in here that is worthwhile, which I'm guessing there probably isn't. But, give it a quick look. And I think some of these characters do actually... Okay, fine. No, still gonna talk to them. Some of them have kind of like a story behind them. Like, not really much of one, but they kind of develop. A couple of them do, at least. Pretty sure the bandit guy does. And this guy is an Animal Crossing character. I wonder if I can change him to say something completely irrelevant. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay, your battle is reserved. At this point, you just wait until security comes for you. Fighting is pretty basic. The team that drops the opponent's HP to 0 first wins. If you beat an opponent who ranks above you, your ranking will go up. Then again, if you lose to a lower ranking opponent, your ranking will go down.
Is that actually all that happens? I assumed you got a game over. Maybe not.
Simply winning is not enough. When Mr. Grubba sets fight conditions, follow them. In this case, the condition is to appeal to the crowd at least once. Fairly easy. If you satisfy the condition and win, you can battle a higher ranked opponent next. If you can get your rank up to 11th, you'll get a shot at the Major League. That's about all you need to know for now. Did you understand all that? Okay, good. For now, just wait until security comes to get you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Well, that was a lot of instruction. Okay, so now I get to wait for 2 seconds until I get more dialogue. Yep, there we go. It's okay, it's nothing important, really. So.
Okay, security's here to escort you to the ring. Try not to get completely destroyed out there.
I think I'll be okay. But, I'll keep Flurry out, doesn't matter. So, what else do I say, really? I like the idea of this place. It is fairly entertaining.
Squaring off next, folks, are the Hoppin' Hardheads, the Goomba Bros! And a newcomer with a hankerin' for a hammerin', the Great Gonzalez! The Goomba Bros have been waiting and getting all heat up for the fight. Let's check in! How do, Goomba Bros? How are y'all feeling today? You ready for this fight?
No, I'm not going to give them the same voice as the random minions. I probably could, but, yeah, I don't think that the, Goombas are really going to do a whole lot here. They're just kind of 5 Goombas. They don't even have, like, a special hat.
Hot diggity dang, fight fans! There's the Great Gonzalez now, striding on up. I tell you, this rookie's got some guts, strolling up late like he owns the place. Okay now, Gonzalez, let me just explain the rules of the match real quick.
Do you really have to? I think I've got it. I just have to fight the Goombas.
Have a bonk, punk!
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, and with Zap Tap, okay. What sort of base cowards attack before the match officially begins, honestly? Come on, Mario, darling. We shan't lose to lowlives. Let's teach them a lesson. Yeah. Okay, so I think my plan of not making the Lumpy Space Princess voice sound like shit didn't really work. But what are you gonna do? I've basically just kind of accepted my fate with that. So, let's let the front guy finish himself off. I don't know if it matters who appeals here. Probably not. I'll let Mario do it, though. But anyway, what I was starting to say earlier is, even though this section of the game really basically is just doing a bunch of fights with, like, weird behind-the-scenes stuff in between, it does manage to keep itself fairly interesting by adding in the, like, challenge mechanic. I don't know. I enjoy it. Very simplistic chapter, but I think it works. And I've got 1 whole star point. Better collect a lot. As Flurry eats her finger again.
the great Gonzalez wins! Tell me, son, what was his first taste of victory like?
The fighting was pretty good, but it wasn't much of a challenge.
I tell you what I just saw, folks. A whoopin'! This kid's got skills. We've got ourselves a new hero! Let's hear it for him, folks. The great Gonzalez!
And there was much rejoicing. Okay, so far, how long are we into this video? 15 minutes, I'm gonna guess. Got in one battle with some Goombas. Didn't I do what you wanted me to?
Here's your fight money, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yay.
The next fight will not be set up until you select reserve a match on the terminal. You can also check your current ranking on the terminal's screen. Feel free to do whatever you like until your next fight.
Okay, so I think at this point I'm basically free to just do a bunch of fights. No, never mind. We've got more interruptions. And I'm not going to be giving these characters voices because I don't really care about most of them. This guy, he's the Grandmaster Flash, the only one I know who wipes his ass with cash, and he ain't afraid to use Mrs. Dash. In fact, he always carries a secret stash. I didn't actually read any of that. Bandy Andy. Great name. Yeah. Okay, so seriously though, I mean, this isn't any different from usual where there's a lot of dialogue, but a lot of that was instructional, and I just feel like this has been really boring, so... let's see, what can I do here other than just reserve some matches? I don't really think there's any reason for me to do any exploring yet. I'll just clip into all these lockers, because I'm not convinced that there isn't anything in any of them. But, whatever, I'll just do some matches. Also, this, I probably don't need to have all those read out loud. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I said, I'll just do a few battles here. Usually when there's other stuff that has to be done, the game will alert me to it. So I won't have to really worry about going out of my way to work on that. Unrelated question, by the way. And by unrelated, I mean completely related in every way, but, hold on.
For our next battle, we got the Merciless Executioner, the Great Gonzalez! And the Shell Machines of Doom. Yup, a fight to the finish with the KP Koopas!
Mario, darling, are you quite ready? Yeah, okay.
Get yourselves ready to battle!
Okay, I might be able to actually say what I want to this time without getting interrupted. Basically, I need to know what, the collective audience's favorite color is. It certainly isn't for anything coming up. Nope. But yeah, and it can't just be any color. It has to be a pre-approved color, so I'll, like, try to get a poll up or something. I don't know. For people who know this game, you can pretty much tell what this is about, but, if you don't, I didn't want to say anything. But yeah, obviously there is a purpose for the question. It'll be coming up in probably, like, Either the next segment or the one after that. I'm not sure how far in it is. Nope. Oh well, I can always heal in the bed. But anyway, I'm thinking at this point, I probably don't need to read all of the... Well, I say I don't need to. It's not like I'm the one doing the voice, but the Grubba dialogue just announcing the different challengers and stuff probably doesn't have to be read out, but I'll have to look at the audio I was sent and see how much of it is included.
We've got ourselves a winner, the Great Gonzalez!
Let me actually check how I'm doing on time. Oh, yeah, I can go for a while. And Koopa walks in from the side. Hey, man, that was a good battle and stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You're gonna be doing good. And then other guy okay, no. I don't know why I'm complaining so much. I don't have anything really prepared to ramble about in this segment, and that's a good thing, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to get it out. But, let's go through some fights and see what kind of stuff we have. Well, I guess this is a job for Koops. Acrobatifying. So yeah, that's actually kind of the interesting thing about the matchup system is these are completely random what challenges you get, and depending on what enemies you're stuck fighting, he can kind of screw you over with that. There's generally going to be some way around it, but if you win a match but don't meet the condition, you don't go down a rank, you just kind of stay where you are, so sometimes you just have to do it a
For our
second time.
next battle, we've got the Merciless Executioner, the Great Gonzalez, and the Spiky Terror Triplets. Yep, a fight to the death with the Pokey Triplets!
I'll try not to get in your way. Oh, shut up. You're going to be doing all the fighting here. Mario will actually be still making himself useful by doing zap-tap damage, I suppose, so I'll just have him defend. Or I could just wipe him out with, whatchamacallit, Earth Tremor. That would actually be quite a bit faster than doing it this way, but, eh. Or I suppose I could, do this and just end it a lot faster, because I'll be able to heal the FP after the match anyway, so there's really no reason not to. So yeah, after a while the enemies do get somewhat more difficult, but nothing that really matches what we've already fought in the pit. Now that I think about that, now there's actually two pits. Pit of 100 Trials and Glitz Pit, so I guess saying just the pit isn't a good enough descriptor. And yeah, I'm gonna be skipping all that basic dialogue, I think, because it... Okay... You don't have to say something after every single match. Not sure whose voice this is. I guess hers, okay.
How many times do I have to tell you that room is absolutely off limits? If you want to remain on our fight roster, you must follow the rules. And don't think I haven't noticed you following me. Stop that too. It's creepy. If you don't obey the rules, we'll ban you from the Glitz Pit. Understood?
So, yeah. You'd think that, if there's somebody who kind of just keeps on breaking the rules, instead of threatening to kick him out, you should probably just kick him out. Also, I just noticed that if you look at the bandit the wrong way, instead of having, like, small eyes with, like, little angry eyebrows, you can also imagine it as, like, Chinese stereotype eyes and, like, a pig nose. And it looks really weird that way. Now that you've seen that, you probably can never unsee it. Unless you always saw it that way to begin with, which is completely possible. After all, I always thought that the King Bob-omb from Mario 64 had a big smiley face instead of a mustache. But anyway, let's move on, do a couple more matches, I suppose. Eventually, plot will start hitting, and then I will have even less to talk about. What am I gonna do without my item stash? I use them so often. See, I'll probably try to have to think of something to, like, spice this up a little bit next time, but what can you do?
For our next battle, we've got the Merciless Executioner, the Great Gonzalez, and the bone-banging Rockers. Yup, a fight to the finish with the Dead Bones!
Aren't they funny? They've always got their little themed intro thing. I don't know what you'd call that. It's like... The only example I can really think of is, I think there were, like, some, old Scooby-Doo movies, like The Ghoul School and the ones like that, where it was like the monsters were nice, and they would always just make really, really shitty puns about, like, whatever type of monster they were. And that was pretty much their entire shtick. That's pretty much what the enemies in the Glitz Pit are like. Yep, definitely needed that increased attack power. Oh, okay, so the game actually does tell you when the curse runs out. I guess I should go renew that at some point. At least the coin output is slightly increasing. And Koopa walks up from the side. Yup. You don't have to say everything after every match. Okay, I don't know who's saying this, but... Egg hurts! My leg! What the hell is going on here? Well, that was different. So, do we get to find out who that was? Was it Bandy Andy? He's always getting into all types of mischief. Also, who the hell, like, kicked in this locker here? Like, most of the enemies in this game don't really have legs. They just kind of have feet attached to their bodies. Mario isn't really any different in that regard, so I'm just imagining kind of like this awkward little, like, jump kick into the... Whatever, shut up. Also, I wanted to make some kind of joke about the, this thing having a backlit screen, even though it's an original Game Boy Advance, and you wouldn't be able to see it unless it was on the surface of the sun. But, there, I just made the joke. Spike Storm. Skipping this dialogue, it really doesn't matter. Come on. I forgot that happened. Are we done yet? Sorry, this is a really boring episode. I don't know what to do with it. I think I'm gonna stop after this match. After the obligatory,
For our next battle, we've got the Merciless Executioner, the Great Gonzalez, and the Midnight Spike Bombers. Yup! A fight to the finish with Spike Storm!
Okay, let me try and guess the pun they're gonna make. Hey man, we spiked your punch and now you're like drunk or something, so we're gonna beat you up. I'm thinking that's probably not gonna be the joke that they're gonna make, but it's gonna be something stupid like that. Fuck off. What the hell does that even mean? We're gonna spike bomb you into submission. Like, that isn't even a thing. Well, I guess I'm, getting Goombella out, so... let me do that. I'll clear out, Lakitu over here. Whenever I say that, I always think of Billy MC, where he's like, Lakitu, in like this really weird voice. But, I always called it Lakitu. I don't know if it's that or if it's Lakitu or however you're supposed to say it. Whatever. It's Teresa. Well, that was a good turn. I'm glad they did it. Okay, no. I think she just said that it increases their defense, and I wasn't paying even the slightest bit of attention, so... you just go ahead and appeal, because I'm supposed to do that. So many rocks, and then it just turns into one rock. See, I don't understand that either. That happens quite a bit, and it makes no sense. So, you know what? I think she explained how I'm supposed to beat these, and I didn't even pay any attention to it, so... I'm just gonna keep hitting them, and, yeah. So, I think this is the kind of thing I need Quick Hammer for. Do I have that equipped? What the fuck is with all the rocks? Stop that. Why are there even that many X-Nauts in the audience anyway? Yeah, Quick Hammer. Here we go. Can I time it? Yep, there we go. Not that it mattered, because that guy's still kind of hanging out over there, but... whatever. Doesn't matter if I use FP. I always, like, hold on to it unnecessarily, but I can always just heal it back. Now they'll be like, oh, my spikes hurt. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The face on Lakitu's Cloud is amazing. I've never seen that before. That is the best face. Let's see. Nope, they didn't say anything. Okay. Alright, so we come in. Here's your fight money. You got 6 coins. Nope, I overshot it. And if you buy me, I'll be going. Leaves. Guy walks up. Hey, man, that was a good fight, man. What the... Every time. Oh, shit. Did I go too far? Let me go check on something, actually. Hold on. Hold on. I think we've got some Rock Hawk going on here. Can I talk to him? I don't know how to do that laugh in that voice, but it's just like... Everyone wants a piece of the rock. It's a tough life. Here's a little free advice. Try to be me. Yeah, 'cause everyone loves to rock. What is it with wrestlers and their ridiculous voices? I mean, I know that's just part of it, but... I think I went too far. Well, I'm gonna show off catching this egg, but, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to reload an old save. So, once again, for, people who don't know why I was talking about, your favorite color earlier, this is the reason why. if you don't already know why I'm asking it, you can pretty much guess what's going to happen here. But, so there's just kind of an egg up there. And that rock in the background is flipping you off. What the hell is that all about? Look at this guy. He's flipping you off. He's giving the bird, and I am not making that up. Okay, no. So, I think I'm going to have to reload my save and do everything that I just did again. Because, there is different results you can get from this egg, which depend on, like, some amount of time that passes or something. I don't know. It's weird. Yup, there we go.
Mario, you're supposed to be the adult here. Scaring babies just plain isn't nice.
Oh, wait for babies.
The way I see it, there's no two ways about this thing. You let this guy go.
Okay, now, temporarily, this guy's gonna get a voice. Okay, never doing that again.
You want us to follow or something? I think he definitely wants to stick with us. What should we do?
Nope, don't like jumping eggs.
Man, I had heard you were this nice guy, but man, wow. Anyway, we gotta take him. I'm not even gonna let you have an opinion here.
Wow. No, that's pretty much what he said. Okay, so this is the point where, well, first of all, Koops gets in some exercise, apparently. Or tries his best to push the hot dog truck with his face. Insert Albuquerque joke here, but, man, he's really going at it over there. But, yeah, this is the point where I pause the video, find out how the timing on this egg hatching is determined, figure out if I need to reload the save, and then figure out if I have to play it up to this point again. So I'm going to stop here. Next time, more battling, more exposition, and more egg. So have fun with that.
Huh, are you kidding, man? We're always ready to bonk a fool or two. Who is this Gonzalez rookie? A cocky idiot, that's who. Waiting just makes us mad. We're gonna teach a tardy punk how to respect fighters with seniority. I think maybe you ought to call an ambulance for him now, just to save time later. I'm really feeling it.